So on July 3rd of 2008, we decided to go take the kids to the Starlight Drive-In. We used to go boating a lot and didn't like to be out on holidays simply because we tried to avoid a lot of impaired drivers on the water and didn't like to travel during those weekends. So we decided to take the kids to the drive-in, and we were on our way back when we were in the accident.
At 135th and K42, a vehicle approached the intersection southbound. We were westbound. I saw it. We were traveling about 70 miles an hour. At that point, the vehicle just literally pulled out into my lane right at us. At the closure rate, there was no time to touch the brake pedal. There was just no time to swerve, nothing. I can recall watching the hood of the Suburban crumple toward the windshield before the airbag went off. And then there was a blinding flash, the airbag went off. The sensation of spinning in circles, which we did. As we came to a stop, I kind of came to and realized, okay, everything's here, I'm here. Took assessment of myself. I can move, my toes move, my hands move, my head moves. And at that point, the kids all kind of were looking at me screaming, and hey, easy, easy. And I got to Jamie and, had to try to get her door open. And then after that, it just basically became a blur of activity, fire trucks, every ambulance you can imagine, flashing lights, police officers. That was when I realized a couple of things, how bad I was hurt. I had a huge gash to the bone in one shin, tried to make sure the kids were okay, that kind of thing.
I could hear my kids in the background screaming, and I wasn't sure for a little while what I was going to find when I could turn and look behind me. And I couldn't for a little while, and that moment just seemed to drag on forever, and that feeling of absolute, utter helplessness. There were a few off-duty paramedics, EMTs, that actually had been in the vehicle and actually watched the incident take place. Yeah, by the grace of God, we had help right there immediately. I was watching my children being taken out of our vehicle on spine boards, loaded into ambulances, and then to find out that it was as a result of someone's choice to drive impaired. The anger that hit was one thing that, it was disbelief. You couldn't believe that someone made that kind of a decision, and we were just very fortunate that all of the children were okay. I think initially I knew the anger that I felt immediately after the accident, and I did not want that to set in with my children. And so we immediately started talking about forgiveness and about how all of us make mistakes. And I didn't want them to become bitter or consumed by the accident. And we really started shifting our focus from being victims of the accident to being survivors. The DUI Impact Center started calling right after the accident had taken place. And then throughout the court proceedings, we had someone there beside us letting us know what to expect next, and then just providing that support to Jason and I, and then also to our children. And I think that was critical in their healing emotionally.
Rebecca Pikett.
These things don't go away. And the people that make these choices to drive like that, that's the part of it they don't understand. It's not a boom and you're done. It follows, and it follows everybody involved.
I think it's really important to realize that had things happen just a little bit differently, all of our children might not be here. And the impact that they have on the world, the positive things that they're doing, it could have erased the lifetime of good that they're doing and the people that they're helping. To think of life without one of them, I can't imagine what that would have been like.